All right, creators, get ready, because today we are diving deep into faceless YouTube channels.
Yeah, those channels that are killing it without ever showing their face.
Exactly. And you know what? I think this is especially relevant for our StreamStoria fam.
Oh, absolutely. This is for those creators who maybe aren't, super comfortable on camera.
Like if being on camera was a roller coaster, they'd be like, nah, I'm good. I'll stick to the carousel.
I get that. But hey, even without being on camera, you can still create awesome content.
Totally. And that's what we're going to explore today, right?
Exactly. We're going to break down how these faceless channels are finding success.
And we've got a ton of examples to work with.
Yeah, you weren't kidding about a ton. You handed me a list of over 120 faceless YouTube channels.
Well, I wanted to make sure we had plenty of inspiration for our listeners.
Well, you definitely succeeded there. We've got everything from finance to history to even ASMR.
Okay, wait. ASMR. Now that's got to be interesting. I'm thinking like whispery voices talking about historical battles.
Haha, maybe. But seriously, the variety here is incredible. It shows that you can find an audience for pretty much anything.
That's so true. Okay, so first things first, can we just debunk the myth that you need a face to make it on YouTube?
Consider it busted. I mean, look at the numbers. These faceless channels are pulling in millions of subscribers.
Millions? That's insane.
It is. And it proves that content is king even without a face attached.
Okay, so I got to ask, for all those StreamStoria folks out there who maybe feel a little camera shy, is faceless YouTube like the ultimate cheat code?
It's definitely a powerful strategy. It allows you to focus on what you're good at, creating amazing content.
Without the pressure of being on camera. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into some real-world examples. What have you got?
All right, so first up, we've got Bloomberg Originals.
Bloomberg. Like the financial news giant.
The one and only. But here's the thing, their YouTube channel doesn't have any talking heads or fancy studios.
No anchors in sight. How are they pulling it off?
With high-quality editing, compelling visuals, and strong narration.
So it's like watching a mini documentary with every video.
Exactly. They're proving that you can deliver top-notch news and analysis without relying on a traditional format.
All right. I'm impressed. What else have you got?
Next up, the Infographic Show. These guys are masters of making learning fun. They've got over 14 million subscribers.
Wow. 14 million. Okay, they must be doing something right.
Their secret weapon, animation. They take complex topics and turn them into these engaging and visually stunning explainers.
So it's like educational cartoons for grown-ups.
Pretty much. And they're very transparent about their process, too. They use Adobe, After Effects, Illustrator, Audition.
So it's achievable. You don't need some crazy expensive software.
Right. With the right tools and some creativity, you can create amazing things.
Okay. StreamStoria folks, take note. You could be explaining the rise and fall of empires with animated gladiators.
Now you're getting it. The possibilities are endless.
All right, so we've seen that faceless channels can be super successful, but let's get a little more specific.
Good idea. Let's dive into some specific niches.
Perfect. And you know what? Let's start with a niche that everyone can relate to: health and fitness.
Great choice. Everyone's always looking for ways to improve their health, right?
Exactly. And there are some faceless channels that are absolutely killing it in this space.
Like Bestie Health. They've got over 4 million subscribers, and they're masters of tapping into our health anxieties.
Okay, give me an example.
Well, one of their most popular videos is called "These Foods Unclog Arteries and Can Prevent a Heart Attack."
Whoa, that's a bold claim.
It is, but it clearly resonated with people. The video has over 12 million views.
See, this is what I'm talking about. People are hungry for this information.
And Bestie Health delivers it in a way that's both informative and engaging.
Okay, so we've got Bestie Health for the heart-conscious viewers. What about for the fitness buffs?
Oh, we've got something for them too. Check out Body Hub. They've got almost 1.5 million subscribers.
All right, not too shabby. What kind of content do they create?
They focus on muscle building, and they're known for their practical tips and challenges.
Like what happens if you do 50 push-ups every day?
Yep. That video alone has over 3 million views.
See? This is what I'm talking about. People want to know these things.
And Body Hub gives them the answers in a clear and engaging way.
Okay, so what we're seeing here is that the health and fitness niche is ripe for faceless content.
Absolutely. It's about finding those common anxieties and questions and then providing the answers.
And doing it in a way that's both informative and entertaining.
Exactly. You don't want to just be reciting facts and figures.
It's got to be engaging. All right, so we've tackled health and fitness. What's next?
Let's talk about finance.
Finance. Isn't that a little dry for YouTube?
Not necessarily. There are some faceless channels out there that are making finance fun and accessible.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
All right, so we've got Solving the Money Problem, they're taking a more personal approach with their content.
Personal. Like they're sharing their own financial journey.
Not exactly, but they're focusing on relatable problems and solutions.
Okay, I could see how that would be more appealing than just talking about stocks and bonds.
Exactly. And they even offer bonus content like a Tesla valuation model on Patreon.
Wow. So they're really going the extra mile for their audience.
They are. And then there's practical wisdom.
Okay, what's their angle?
They're appealing to our more aspirational side, exploring topics like the silent rich and subtle signs that someone is wealthy.
I like it. A little peek behind the curtain of wealth.
Exactly. And they're doing it all without ever showing their face.
So the takeaway here is that even finance can be engaging on YouTube.
Absolutely. It's all about finding the right angle and presenting the information in a way that resonates with people.
All right, I'm convinced. Finance can be cool.
It can be. And now for something completely different, let's talk about scary stories.
Ooh, this is my jam. I love a good spooky tale.
Well, then you're going to love these channels. We've got Blue Spooky.
Okay, what makes them special?
They focus on true creepy stories from everyday locations.
Everyday locations, like Walmart.
Exactly, or McDonald's, or even your local park.
Oh, wow. So they're like turning the mundane into the terrifying.
Exactly. And they're proving that you don't need elaborate sets or special effects to create a chilling atmosphere.
Just a good story and a creepy voice.
Precisely. And then there's Bipakaras. Boosta.
Okay, what's their deal?
They mine the depths of Reddit and 4chan for the most unsettling tales the internet has to offer.
Whoa. Talk about creepy content. I'm already getting chills.
They're masters of curating and presenting those stories that really get under your skin.
So the key to success in the scary story niche is to tap into our primal fears.
Absolutely. We're hardwired to be drawn to these types of stories even if we know they're not real.
It's like a safe way to experience fear.
Exactly. And a good voiceover can really make those stories come to life.
All right, so for all our StreamStoria horror fans out there, remember, find those stories that make people sleep with the lights on.
And don't be afraid to experiment with sound effects and creepy music.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground here, but there's still so much more to explore.
Oh yeah, we've only just scratched the surface of the faceless YouTube world.
Well, then let's keep diving.
But you know what? It's not just about those spooky stories or finance tips or, even health advice.
What else is out there? I'm all ears.
Get this. Ever fallen asleep to the soothing voice of a historian?
Oh, what now? Like a bedtime story about the Roman Empire.
Pretty much. There's a channel called ASMR Historian with over 88,000 subscribers.
Okay, hold on. ASMR and history? That's like mixing oil and water, right?
You'd think so. But it works. It's proof that even the most unexpected combinations can find an audience.
So basically what you're saying is there's no limit to what you can create.
Exactly. If you can dream it, you can YouTube it.
I love it. Okay, what else have you got? Spill the beans?
All right, how about watching plants grow in time lapse?
Plants? Seriously?
I know it sounds kind of boring, but trust me. Box Labs has over 2.5 million subscribers and almost 1 billion views.
1 billion. For watching plants grow.
Yep. It's mesmerizing. It's like watching nature's slow motion magic unfold.
Okay, I gotta admit, I'm intrigued. Like meditation for the YouTube generation.
Exactly. And then there's Aperture. They're tackling those big philosophical questions.
Oh, wow. Deep thoughts on YouTube.
Yep. They've got over 2 million subscribers, and they're exploring everything from nihilism to stoicism to those random shower thoughts.
So it's like philosophy class, but way more entertaining.
Exactly. They're proving that you can make even the most complex topics engaging and accessible.
Okay, so we've got history, plants, philosophy. What other rabbit holes have you discovered?
Well, how about AI-generated bowling?
AI bowling. Is that even a thing?
Oh, it is. And it's hilarious. Check out B2 Studios. They're using AI to simulate these crazy bowling techniques.
Like what? Robots throwing strikes?
Not quite. Think more like a squid trying to bowl a strike. It's wild.
Okay, I'm sold. I'm adding that to my watch list right now.
You won't regret it. And speaking of AI pushing boundaries, there's this channel called AI Fascinated.
What are they fascinated by?
Well, everything AI, really.
Yeah.
But they're using AI to create these incredible mini movies.
Like AI-generated films.
Yep. They're stitching together these AI-generated video clips to create these mind-bending visual experiences.
Whoa. So it's like watching a movie directed by a computer.
Kind of. It's definitely a unique and innovative approach to filmmaking.
Okay, I'm officially blown away. AI is taking over the world.
Not quite, but it's definitely changing the game when it comes to content creation.
All right, so we've got AI, bowling AI filmmaking. What else is cooking in the world of faceless YouTube?
Let's talk about escaping ordinary.
Okay, that sounds intriguing. What's their escape route?
Financial freedom and entrepreneurship, they're all about inspiring people to build a life on their own terms.
So it's like a self-help channel for aspiring entrepreneurs.
Exactly. They interview successful business owners and investors and share their stories and insights.
Perfect for a faceless format.
Yeah.
The focus is on the message and the advice.
Absolutely. It's all about empowering people to take control of their lives.
I like it. Okay, what's next?
How about CineSynth? They're using AI to recreate classic films in different styles.
Wait, what? Like imagine watching Star Wars, but as a black and white film noir.
Exactly. Or a gritty, realistic version of The Wizard of Oz. It's like stepping into an alternate cinematic universe.
That's insane. I love how people are finding these creative ways to use AI.
It's amazing, right? AI is like this tool that can unlock so many creative possibilities.
Okay, so CineSynth is definitely going on my list to check out. What else have you got?
Let's move on to some channels that are leveraging the power of community interaction.
Okay, like what? Getting viewers involved in the content?
Exactly. Check out Daily Dose of Comments.
Okay, what's their stick?
They take photos, music videos, even celebrity tweets, and showcase the funniest comments from the internet.
Oh, I love those channels. It's like watching a live-action comment section.
Exactly. It's a form of participatory entertainment that's really taken off on YouTube.
So it's not just about creating your own content, it's about curating and presenting existing content in a new and engaging way.
Right. It's about tapping into the collective humor and wisdom of the internet.
I like it. Okay, so we've got Daily Dose of Comments. What else?
Well, there's chat music. They do something similar, but with a focus on music.
So they're highlighting the funniest comments on music videos.
Yep. It's like a musical roast where the audience gets to deliver the punchlines.
That's awesome. I'm definitely checking that one out.
You should. And then there's Way Too Simple.
Okay, what makes them simple?
Well, they tackle those random questions about science and statistics that we all have.
Like how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Exactly. They use these cute little animations to break down complex concepts into bite-sized pieces.
So it's like educational content, but without the boring lectures.
Exactly. And the animations make it super engaging.
Perfect for a faceless format, right? The focus is on the visuals and the information.
Absolutely. And then there's Stick Figure Explains.
Stick figures, like those little drawings we used to do in elementary school.
Yep. But they're using stick figures to tackle some pretty serious topics.
Like what? How to draw the perfect stick figure.
Haha. They're talking about things like breaking bad habits, overcoming procrastination, and generally unfucking your life.
Whoa! That's deep.
Yeah.
I never thought stick figures could be so profound.
It's all about finding creative and unexpected ways to present information.
And humor can be a powerful tool for making those tough topics more digestible.
Absolutely. And finally, we have Dinzo.
Dinzo. Okay, I've never heard of them. What's their deal?
They take a comedic look at the animal kingdom, exploring the less glamorous side of being a wild creature.
Less glamorous? You mean like pooping in the woods and getting chased by predators?
Exactly. They've got videos like why it sucks to be born a giant anaconda and 10 ways to get eaten alive in the Amazon.
Okay, that's both hilarious and terrifying. I'm in.
They're finding that sweet spot between entertainment and education.
So what we're seeing here is that there's no shortage of creativity in the faceless YouTube world.
Absolutely. People are finding all sorts of innovative ways to engage their audiences.
And it's inspiring to see that you don't need to be a big budget production studio or a charismatic on-camera personality to find success.
Right. It's all about finding your niche, your voice, and your unique way of sharing your knowledge with the world.
All right, so after all these amazing examples, I think it's safe to say that faceless YouTube is more than just a trend.
It's a movement, and it's only getting bigger.
Well, then let's keep exploring. So after this epic journey through the world of faceless YouTube, where do we even begin to wrap things up?
Right. I mean, we've barely scratched the surface, but I think the biggest takeaway is that faceless channels are a force to be reckoned with.
Absolutely. They're proving that you don't need to be a on-camera superstar to make it big on YouTube.
It's all about letting the content speak for itself.
And finding your niche, right? Like we saw so many different examples, from finance to scary stories to even AI bowling.
Exactly. There's a whole universe of possibilities out there.
So for our StreamStoria creators who are feeling inspired, what's the first step?
Well, I'd say the first step is to identify your passion.
That thing that lights you up, that you could talk about for hours.
Exactly. Once you've got that, figure out how you want to present it.
Like, do you want to go the animation route? Or maybe create slideshows with a voiceover?
There are so many options. And remember, you don't need to be a tech wizard to create great content.
Right. There are tons of user-friendly tools and resources available.
And don't underestimate the power of a good microphone.
Oh yeah, audio quality is super important. No one wants to listen to a video with muffled sound.
Exactly. Invest in a decent mic and learn some basic audio editing.
It'll make a world of difference.
And most importantly, be patient.
Yeah, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is a successful YouTube channel.
Exactly. It takes time and effort to build an audience.
But it's so worth it.
Absolutely. There's nothing more rewarding than seeing people connect with your content.
Especially when you've poured your heart and soul into it.
So if you're ready to take the leap into the world of faceless YouTube, go for it.
There's a whole community of creators out there waiting to welcome you.
And who knows, maybe one day we'll be featuring your channel on this very podcast.
Well, that brings us to the end of our deep dive into faceless YouTube channels.
Hopefully you're leaving with a ton of inspiration and some new ideas to try.
And remember, no matter what your niche or your style, there's a place for you on YouTube.
So go forth and create amazing things.
And until next time, keep those creative juices flowing.